So today we will be tracing the output for this bunch of code. We have a parent class with a display method. We have a child class that extends the parent class. It overrides the display method of the parent. It also has its own show method. We have a class oops which has the main method, and these two are the code snippet for which we have to trace the output. Out of these four options, one is correct, and I hope you will try this for once. Just pause this video and give it a try. Okay, so you must have tried by now. So let us move into the explanation for this. Okay, so we see that a parent class reference is pointing to a child class object. So a child class object, this is a child class object, is referred by a parent class reference here. Okay, now what happens here? Using this parent class reference, a show method is called. Okay, fine, a show method is called. So the child would be having its properties, which is this disp method, and this show method. It would also comprise the parent class properties, which is the disp method. Fine, so these are all the things which we have seen previously also, and by executing this code, these are the things which would be happening. Now using this p reference, I have called the show. Okay, now what happens, the compiler will go that okay, this p is a reference of parent, isn't it? And using this parent class reference, we are calling the show method. The compiler will go to the parent class and check firstly that whether a show method exists in the parent or not. Okay, but we see that only display method exists here, no show method exists here. So even if the show method is present in the child class, it is not present in the parent class, and we are calling it using a parent class reference. So it would not even go to the runtime. It would give me an exception in the compile time itself. So let us see by running this once. Let me clean up this bit. Okay, so here what happens, we have a parent class, we have a disp method declared here of parent class, then we have a child class extending parent, we have two methods which is disp and show. Okay, this disp method is a overridden method of this parent. We would be understanding it with some tricky questions later on. This is the main method, and here what happens, the parent class reference is calling the child class object, is pointing the child class object, and this parent class reference is calling on this show method. Fine, so let us run and check this for once. So let me clear this, let me compile this. So since I said that this should give me an error in the compile time itself, so I should have an error by now. Yes, I got an error that cannot find the symbol p.show because in the p class there is no show method.